Love don't ask. All love kings.
Yeah, man. All praise, man's got to get used to the process, get used to the thing on that, and then we'll go forward. You get me? But
Because you brothers are definitely not going to be used to the way we do things, but trust me, when we get into it, yeah, it's just fire. Precept upon precept upon precept upon precept. So obviously, it's each one gets used to it, each one, innit? Simple as that.
Let me mute up. Take it away.
Shalom, shalom. We'll praise to the Most High. So, right, we're going to go into basic teaching. All right, we're going to have one reader, one teacher, and a bystander. So first and foremost, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh, man. Peace and blessing to the 12 tribes of Israel, preaching the word in sincerity around the four corners of the earth, man. So who wants to be a reader? Who wants to be a teacher? Who wants to be a bystander? I'll take any. I'll take any.
Direct roles. But I don't mind being whatever. Reader.
Okay. So he wants to be the bystander, not to answer questions or whatever. I'll be joining. I'll be the bystander. So he wants to be the teacher. Nathan, you want to be a teacher? The brothers hear me?
Lesson or not?
You want to be a teacher?
I suppose when
I mean, like, if you want to say the teacher, I mean, like, you're on the street teaching people that don't know the truth. Yeah? So that's all you're doing. Like, the same thing you do every week. And that's it. We'll just continue like that. It's just iron sharpen iron, innit? Where it's like what is it? The flipping iRobot, right? You're playing it out like if you was at camp to sharpen your sort of sword. Do you understand? Or you can be the bystander. If you want to be the bystander, you can be a bystander and you ask questions and I'll be the teacher. Do you want to do it that way?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, it's silent. Then I've been on.
You'll be the bystander, yeah? Okay, cool. All right, let me start off then. My reader, yeah, let me get the book of Revelation 1 and 3. And I was going to call you Nathan. Nathan, have you ever heard about the Israelites? Have you got 2 minutes to hear the word? Can I take 2 minutes of your time to preach and to show you who we are according to the Bible? Nathan, you there, bro? You got to be interactive, bro. You can't be silent. So what's your nationality? Where are you from?
Do you want me to speak as I'm in the world or something like that?
Come on, King, man. Come on, put two and two together, man. What's your nationality?
Jamaican.
Okay. Let me get the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3.
Come on, Revelation 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things.
So why we don't know who we are and why we're calling ourselves Jamaican is because we don't want to pick up a book and read. They say if you want to hide anything from a so-called black man, put in a book. Because we don't understand, we don't read, we don't take time out, we're too busy on our phone. You're on a train, you're looking at your phone, you're in a house looking at your phone. And these are things we've got to understand, that the Bible is a history book. Black history is in the Bible. I'm going to show you that. Let me get Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5, I'm sure.
Songs of Solomon 1 verse 5. I am black.
I am what?
Comely. I am black.
Wait, that's in the Bible.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right. But uncomely. But comely.
So in the Holy Bible, bear with me, because I've got to break it down to be just finding out what's going on. We've got to take it slow with it. Right. So I'm trying to make you understand, brother, that look, the Bible's a history book. This ain't no white man's book. If it was a white man's book, why would they say I'm black and comely? Why would they say that? This is in the Bible. Look at the brother's book. Brother Akeem, open your book, show him. Look, this is not saying I'm black and comely. Now you gotta make it be real, you know. Like we're actually there, bro. Look, this says I'm black and comely. Right? And other translations even says I'm black and beautiful. Who's the only one that says we're black and beautiful? That's us, brother. We're the only one that say that. Now jump down to 10. Show him that flipping. Actually read on and then jump down to 10.
Can't, and it reads,
Get me
I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar.
And when you Google the tents of Kedar, they're dark, right? They're dark. You understand? Very dark. Right, jump down to 10.
Verse 10, and it reads, thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
What?
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of dews.
Now, brother Nathan, what's in between your cheeks in your face?
Teeth.
Right.
Your teeth. So what did it say? With rows of what?
Jewels.
With rows of jewels. Now, if I put jewels in your teeth, what is that saying? What did the latest rappers do? Did they not put gold in their teeth when they get
Right.
music contracts? Did they not do that?
That's right.
Right? This is our people. It's our customs, you know.
That's
A
right.
white man ain't putting no gold in his teeth unless he's
It's
following
right.
us.
It's right.
Unless he's following us. Read on,
Right.
King.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
That what?
Thy neck with chains of gold.
That neck with chains of gold. When they sign a record deal and they get brought forward to the record company and they get their advance money, 100,000, 100 million, whatever the case may be, what's the first thing they do? They buy a gold chain.
Right.
Right? These are the customs, and this is on a low level as well. This is on a low level. Right? We as a people, let me get Leviticus 3 and 17. Right? Brother, do you like eating your meat rare or well done?
Well done. Also, okay.
Well done, yeah. Let me show you something in the Bible, man. Let me get Leviticus 3 and 17. Right?
Leviticus
You're
3
in
and
the right
17.
place today, brother. You know, you're in the right place. You're gonna get your history, and you're gonna find out who you are. That you're not a black man. You're not a nigger. You're not a Negro. You're not a colored. You're not African American. You're not a Caribbean. You're not Afro-Caribbean.
Right.
You're not a black British. You're a Hebrew Israelite. And by the end of the day, you're gonna be saying you're Israelite. Bashama Mashak Yahushua. And all that is saying in the Hebrew is in the name of Christ and who ignorant called Jesus. Jesus, man. Read that, man.
That's right. And it reads, Leviticus 3 verse 17, it shall be a perpetual statute for your generations throughout your dwellings that ye eat neither fat nor blood.
That you what?
That ye eat neither fat nor blood.
So it's a custom, right? It's a commandment even, right? Forget custom. We're not meant to eat nothing with fat and blood. So spiritually, you know in your heart that you want that meat well done on a way to come out you. Excuse me, sir. How do you want your steak? I want it well done, man. I don't want to see no blood in it. I don't see no red in it. I don't see nothing, man. Right?
Right.
So this is how we like our food, and especially the chicken, right? And the fish, man. We want it well done. So it's in us already. It's the spirit that beareth witness. Hold that there. Let me get you're finishing it. Let me get Romans 8 and 16.
Come on.
Romans 8 and 16. You're gonna learn who we are today. When I found out this truth, I couldn't believe it. I was watching a YouTube video, and a man said these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, and I couldn't believe it. Jumping from book to book, and my spirit is bearing witness. Right? And Lord willing, your spirit will bear witness today.
Romans 8 verse 16, and it reads, the spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
Right? So your spirit is going to bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And the Most High's name is Yahweh. Can you say Yahweh for me, bro?
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Right? See how quick it come off the tongue? Yahweh. Yahweh. All right? He exists. Right? He's got no time limit. Right? You can't be brought down with time. Right? One day with him is 1,000 years to us. Right? Let me get the book of John 6 and 63. Right? John 6 and 63. Then after that, I'm going to show you about the transatlantic slave trade that is in the Bible. Right? All these films they keep making, it's in the Bible. I'm going to show you that was prophesied to happen to the Israelites. Right? But bring this up.
John 6 verse 63. And it reads, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Right. So it's not about flesh. It's not a skin color thing. Right. It's about your bloodline. It's spiritual. And if you can't trace back your bloodline, let me get Job 8 and 8. Because let's say you can't search your fathers. Right. Then after that, I want Numbers 1 and 18.
Job 8 verse 8. And it reads, for inquire, I pray thee, for the former age, prepare thyself to the search of thy fathers.
So you're going to ring your dad, right? You might ring your uncle if your dad's not around, right? You might ring your auntie. You might even set up a family tree line or whatever the case may be and see how far you can go. If you can't go that far back, hey, it's going to be by the spirit. Lord willing, it's if your spirit bears witness, man. Let me get Numbers 1 and 18. But you do have to make
search.
Try to kind of search out your fathers to the best of your ability.
Numbers 1 verse 18, and it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and
Come
they
on.
declare their pedigrees after their families
So wait,
by the
hold on,
house
hold
of
on.
their
Your pedigree. Do you know what your pedigree is? Your pedigree is your lineage, right? They
Mm.
declare their lineage by the house of who?
fathers.
So you are who your father is, right? There's no such thing as mixed race, right? There's no such thing as quarter caste, right? 3/4 black. Oh, my mum's light skin, my mum's mixed race, and my dad's black. Or my dad's mixed race, and my mum's black. Hey, you are who your father is. And it goes back to a seed line. It's not about a color or country. It goes back to a bloodline. The same way the royal family have a bloodline, they're not meant to mix. We're not meant to mix. These are things you got to understand
That's
and
true.
realize,
Yeah.
brother. Right? These are the things that you got to understand. You might have been a young boy back in the day, and you might have had a couple girlfriends, and you said, boy, I don't even know about them white girl there, you know. I don't even know about them Chinese girl there, you know. Like something in my spirit just don't gel with them. I kind of just deal with my own people, right? The South Americans, right? The Caribbeans, right? Even some of our people in West Coast of Africa, because some of our people are still in Africa. We are not African, but our people dwell among the Canaanites, among the Africans, right? It was taken from the West Coast of Africa. There was actually a land in the West Coast called the land of Judea, the kingdom of Judea. Right? You got to understand these things. Even in America, I believe in one of the states called Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Right? It was called the Israelites or something along those lines. But listen, there was things kept for us to understand. There was light that was kept. Right? You just got to search it out. Right? When you watch the film Harriet, when you watch the film Nat Turner, brother, these are the things. After today we speak to you, go home and watch them, brother. Search that out. Go and search it out, put Locker on the internet. Hey, pay for it if you have to. Watch these films. Right, because again, enlighten you. Watch the book of Eli. All hell's getting ready to break loose, man. You got to understand these things. And in the book of Eli, they had the Bible, right? Whether they say it or not, that was the Bible, man. And all hell was breaking loose to get hold of the Bible, man. These are things you got to realize. Let me get Deuteronomy 20 and 15. Deuteronomy 20 and 15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, and it reads, "But it shall come to pass, if thou, Salakia, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, that all these curses shall come upon thee and
so
overtake
the word hearken is old English for listen. The Lord said, if you don't listen, all these curses are going to come upon thee and overtake thee. Now, brother, how are we living in London? How are we living in Birmingham? How are we living around the four corners of the earth as so-called black people? Are we living cursed or blessed?
Curse.
Curse, right? This is one thing to identify that we're going through the same thing the Lord called us, the Israelites. We're going through the same curses that they went through. But the only thing we're calling ourselves black. Let me get Deuteronomy 1 and 1 for context sake. Right, then we can go back to 28. You might think, hold on, this is curses, but how do you know it's talking about the Israelites? Right? Let's go back to 1 and 1.
Deuteronomy 1, verse 1, and it
Bring it up.
reads, These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Unto all Israel.
So these are the words which Moses spake unto all Israel, right? Now we know it's talking about the Israelites. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. We can kind of jump around the curses. And you tell me who this matches nowadays. The white man, the black man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, East Indian man, right? The Japanese man, right? The man that's proclaiming himself to be a Jew. You tell me, right? Bring that up.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Hold on. Let's take it slow with the brother.
That's right.
Whose people had their children taken away from them in front of their eyes? What people? Even if you want to say a color, you can say a color. What people? Off the top of your head.
So-called black people.
So-called black people, right? The mum who kind of had a hand out and the baby was gone, right? The white man had a dirty look on his face like, you ain't getting this baby back. I'm going to make my money, right? If you say anything, I'm going to whip you, right? These are the things you have to understand in these films. They even said, hey, listen, they said so many different things to our women and our men. Yeah, hurry up and breed, man, so I can get some more money, man. They use us as cattle, man. They had us in zoos, man. Right? I'm getting kind of passionate, right? Let's continue on, man.
And it reads, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and they shall be no might in thy hand.
And there was no might in our hand. Once they took our babies from Mississippi to Alabama, right, to Tennessee, to Georgia, right, to you name it, right, to Spain, wherever, the Caribbeans, there's nothing we could do. We'll never saw our children again. Now, this matches our history, right? That's one thing we can definitely say. Now, jump to 37.
37, and it reads, and thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
Now, hold on. Let's take it slow, the brother. Do you know what it means to be astonished? Or for someone to be astonished at you? It means like you're gazing stock. They can't believe that. Hold on, they're calling themselves black. Who them? Jeez. They kind of look us like we're kind of stupid, less than nothing. And they even treat their dogs and their birds better than us, man. They kind of throw bread. I saw it today as well. That's a spirit. The Edomites kind of drove around and threw bread at the birds, kind of smiling happy. You think they're going to throw any bread to our people that are starving in Haiti, eating mud pie? In Venezuela, when the money ain't worth nothing. These are things you got to understand, brother. That our enemies hate us. And they'll treat the dogs better than us. They had us in zoos. Let you go and harm a cat. You probably get 25 to life. Let us, hey, listen. Let us be harmed. They'll probably get a McDonald's, like what happened to that guy, Dylan Roof. A McDonald's on the way to the court place. You think this is a game? Listen, the Lord said, I'm going to put a foolish and fierce nation against you. Right? That's never going to regard you're old nor you're young. Right? This is the wicked people that are against us, smiling in your face, and then behind your back, setting up ways to kind of take you down, man. Right? Let's jump to 37. Oh, let's continue on 37. So,
37 reads, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Wait, hold on. A proverb is a wise saying. Like they say, if you want to hide anything from a so-called black man, you put in a book. Right? They say, look, an elevator can raise a child, but a black man can't. Right? They say all black love watermelon and chicken wings, man. Right? And kind of out, man. Right? And kind of only listen to hard music, right? Like about killing each other, right? And they only want to dwell amongst each other to kill each other. They only get together for evil. So many proverbs they say, oh, your dad's not in the house. We can go on and on and on, but for the sake of time, brother, you gave us your time for us to show you who you are in the Bible. We're going to make it as quick as possible and as edifying as possible, right? So what's the next one after proverb, Baba Kasha?
After proverb, a byword.
A byword. So hold on. A byword is anything other than a God-given nationality. Like some call you black, Afro-Caribbean, right? Negro, colored. What do you say? A what?
Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic. That means property of Spain. Native American, right? West Indian, a direction, and Indian means savage, man, right? Madness. These are how low we've become. Because the Lord brought us low. Because remember, in Deuteronomy 28:15, he said, if you don't listen, if you don't hearken, all these curses are going to come upon you, man. Right? What's the last one of the byword, Baba Kasha?
Byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Whoever who?
The Lord shall lead thee.
No, the white man just came and took us because he's stronger than us.
The Lord shall lead thee.
The Lord said he's going to lead us there. Right. They knew who to come and take from the west coast of Africa. They knew who to come and bring to the Americas, to Spain, to Caribbean, to make their money. Right? They're still making money of slavery until this day. From the movies to the banks. What, the Barclays Bank? Right? The side of the Barclays Bank. Right. And so on and so on and so on. So many corporations, brother. So many. These things we've got to understand. We're trying to wake you up to make you know that we are the Israelites and we've got commandments to keep. Let me get 48. Right. And then we get 68 after that.
48, and it reads, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall Salakia. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies.
So when we go and work on 9 to 5, brother, who are we serving?
It's madness.
Who are we serving?
The white man.
Who?
The white man. Esau.
Enemy. The enemy, but how did you look? What color is you, brother? I want you to say it.
White man.
Let him say it. The who?
White man.
Say it in your chest, brother.
White man.
The white man, right? The Lord said, listen. This is our enemy, you know. As funny as it may sound, that's our enemy, you know. Right? That little Cheshire cat walking down the street with flip-flops and a puppy dog, that's your enemy.
It's right.
The little poodle. Plans against you, coming in the neighborhood, trying to see who's looking cool, trying to see the next fashion trend. You know how the thing set, Akeem, man. Right? We're trying to show this brother how the thing set, right? So read on, King, read on.
And it reads, Salakia, where is it? And it reads, 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Come on.
In hunger.
So, brother, we're going to do a little quick questionnaire, man. Right? We're going to ask some questions. I want you just to answer, innit? What's the last thing you ate? And who provided that for you? Who owns that?
At went to the Caribbean shop.
You went to the Caribbean shop. See, the brother want to play games now.
See
Okay,
that?
cool. What did you get? No,
Semantics.
we can play a game. Hey, listen, it's all gonna go back to Esau. So what did you go first and foremost? What did you go and get? We're gonna play it that way.
Jerk chicken, rice and peas.
Jerk chicken, rice and peas. Okay, cool. So now that food that was sold to you, do you know that they have to pay tax on it being imported from wherever it came from? Let's just say they grew it either way. We can go now to the company. You know they have to pay rent or they have to pay what is it, a lease every 3-4 years, 5, 6, 7 years. Who owns that building? Does that Jamaican man own that building?
No.
Who's he paying tax to? Who's he paying electricity to? Who's he paying? We can keep going on.
It's madness.
Either way, it's still gonna go back to serving your enemy. But you said you had Caribbean food today.
Right.
Okay, cool. Let's go on. Read on.
In hunger. In
Yeah,
thirst.
go on. And in what?
First.
Now, what's the last thing you drank? What's the last thing you drank, brother?
Yeah. Aloe vera drink.
Okay, cool. Who owns aloe vera? Do you know?
No.
Is it our people?
No.
All right, then. So that's you serving your enemy in first for something basic like drink, right? Basic. Let's say you got water now. That's a basic necessity that pulls from the ground. You try and gather up water and see what happens. You try and make money from water, see what happens. We're serving our enemy in the basic necessities, basic food. Come on, what else, King?
And it reads, and in nakedness.
And in nakedness, come on. So your clothes in your back, right? Let's just say you go out on a day-to-day. What do you normally wear? Tracksuit, hoodie, suit, tie. What are you wearing?
Tracksuit.
Either way, it don't matter what you're wearing. Who owns that? Who owns the textile companies that you're wearing the clothes from? Do our people own it?
No.
Nah, who owns it?
White man.
Right? Either the white man or the East Indian man. Because a lot of the East Indian man, they're in the textile company. They don't know if you know about that. They're into that. And the Chinese man as well. You can get it for cheap. Right? You can get it for very cheap. Either way, you're still going back to your enemy. The East Indian man don't like you. He's selling you chicken and chips. More time he could be spitting in it. Could be throwing up curses on the food. He'd be saying stuff in his language. Sometimes they're talking in a language, talking about you. Right? How this black guy from buy, man? Right? Just give me your money and get out of here, man. Probably saying we smell, probably saying we don't bath, probably saying we're ugly. God knows, because they're enemies, isn't it? We're abomination to them, the same way they're abomination to us. Right? So what's the last one, brother? And in one of what?
And in one of all things.
So now in one of all things, you got a birth certificate. Who you got to go to for a birth certificate?
True.
Who you got to go to? Who do you get a birth certificate from? You got to ask your enemy. And who's the enemy again?
White man. So-called white man.
So-called white man. Innit? Okay, what about a passport? What about a marriage license? What about death certificate? Who you got to go to?
Same thing, enemy.
Driving license, same thing, innit? So the Lord's showing us that's our enemies, and we've got to serve them. But all these things pertained onto the Israelites, right? So let's get the final one, 68. Now you can't run from this, because this actually happened to our people. 68, come on. 28,
so finish on 48 up.
Go on, finish on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Hold on, King. We got him with a yoke of iron first. We got him with that. So who had yokes of iron around our neck, King?
Us.
It's madness.
Us, so-called black people, right?
That's right.
And where did they show it? How do you know that? Where did they show it?
Shot in the movies when I was in school growing up. On Roots and
when he's growing up. Roots and that, yeah. Right? We saw that in Roots. They had it around their neck. They could hardly walk. I believe they had it in their ankles, their arms, right? Sweating, tired. These are things that pertain to us. Now, did you know that was in the Bible, brother?
No, I didn't even know that. So I'm very interested that you basically showed me that how slavery is in the Bible, innit? So first
time, hey, listen, brother, not to cut you off, we're not finished yet, right? We want to get more of the milk, right? We want to understand more, right? The brothers can't wait to read more of the scripture, man.
Right.
Let's not hold him up. Read on, King.
68, and it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, with ships.
Salakia, you got to finish off, King. You can't even bring a yoke and not
48.
finish off that scripture. Now. Come on, King.
Salakia.
Come
And
on,
it
King.
reads,
God.
48. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until who?
He have destroyed thee.
So the Lord said he's going to put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, right? Which we didn't have until he have destroyed thee. So is the yoke off our neck?
No.
Is the yoke off our neck? So you still got a yoke in your neck right now? Where is it? How come I can't see it? So read that last scripture again. Read that last scripture again, King.
48. And it reads, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So the Lord says he's going to put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed thee. So now again, have we got the yoke of iron around our neck?
Yeah.
You got a yoke of iron right around your neck right now?
Not physically, but we still got to go to work, slave for our oppressors. And
so physically, have you got the yoke of iron? Because this is talking physically. You can break it spiritually as well. You know, the scripture says, stumble to that which is. But brother, I'm teaching you the milk. You don't know none of this. So I've got to show you the basics. I can't get too deep on you, right? So I'm asking you physically, is there a yoke on my neck, on the brother's Akeem neck, and on your neck right now?
No.
So the Lord says he's going to put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until, focus on the word until. I'm putting a lot of emphasis on until he had destroyed thee. So if we don't have the yoke of iron upon our neck, what does that mean? It says until he have destroyed thee. So if the yoke's not on our neck, what does that mean?
Actually, yes, this is not working out. What's not working?
Brother Akeem, you want to give him a clue?
I know
the brother's waiting to jump in there, but he's waiting to jump in there, innit?
Yeah, I was waiting still.
But hey, listen,
hey,
our brother's gonna plant and our brother's gonna water, but it's the Most High to give the increase. So maybe the brother word a different way that I'm wording it. Go on, brother, you got the floor.
Can't. I was gonna say, because as you said, until he have destroyed you. So obviously we're destroyed because that iron, that yoke of iron is not upon our neck anymore.
Can't. Hold on 1 second. And the brother just kind of gave you the answer, you know. He just gave it away, bruv. He didn't even wait you to get it. He said, hey, I'm gonna give it to you. But basically, that's what it is, right? The yoke of iron is not on our neck, right? And as you said in the beginning, it's on our mind, right? That's why we can see a so-called white man walking down the street and you help him to get down the street. You help him jump on the bus. You might even give him money. You might even piggy bank him, right? Because this is I'm being sarcastic as well. This is how far we'll go to help an enemy, but your own brother say, what ends he from? His Jordan's not better than mine. Why are you looking at me like that for? Right? Can we duck him down? Is that my up? I think it's my up. Right? Mistaken identity in that. How much people died from mistaken identity, man? Right? Duck a man down in the street. Oh, sorry, bro. I thought it was someone else. It's not even you. You already done him something already. You already made him scared. Right? Madness. Now every time he's on the street, he's got what? PTSD. Thinking a man's gonna duck him down. But these are things we've got to understand, that at the end of the day, the yoke of iron is upon our minds now. Right? Like if you got a dog and you're pulling him back, there's a line. After a while, you take that yoke off his neck. He's gonna know now not to cross that line, right? He's gonna know. I believe they had that in Tom and Jerry as well. So these are things we've got to realize now, that our enemies put a yoke of iron upon our minds. He took the physical yoke off, and now he can kind of control us, man. Right? You don't want us to gather together, right? You've got us running from the police, right? But you see your own brother, you want to kind of get back on them, right? So these things we've got to understand. Jump to 68, King. We're gonna finish off in 68.
Hold on. All right, Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, and it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, hold on. Are you familiar with Moses and the Israelites?
Yeah.
So what's Moses famous saying?
Let my people go.
Let my people go, innit? So if Moses has to say let my people go, what are they doing? Are you aware of what they were doing? Can you remember what they were doing? What were they doing?
Letting basically the Israelites go on it from slavery and that.
No, what were they doing? For Moses to say, let my people go. For Moses to go and say Pharaoh and say, look, let my people go. What would they be doing? What are they going through? You have to pull the count. Say that again?
Slavery.
Slavery's the brother there. Right, we ain't got to get. So if they were going through slavery, right, when Moses said, let my people go, and the Lord said in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, as a punishment, what would Egypt be synonymous with?
Slavery.
Slavery, innit? Right? And not all the time people get first hand, but hey, you got it first hand, man. So read that again, brother Akeem.
And it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do you get to the Caribbean?
With ships.
How do you get to South America?
With ships.
Right? The Lord said with ships. Now, who does that match, brother? What people does that match? Before you even answer, finish off the scripture, King. Right? Let the word be true.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Come on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Not your friend.
To your enemies.
No, your amigo.
Unto your enemies.
The Lord said, me sold unto your enemy for what?
For bondmen.
For
and
who?
Bondwomen. Bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave man and slave woman. Come on.
And no man shall buy you.
And when it says buy, it's Old English for redeem. The Lord said, no man's going to redeem you. And Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Harriet Tubman, you name it. Right? Guess who coming back to redeem us, brother?
Jesus.
Take a wild guess. Jesus, isn't it? And guess what? His name is called Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Can you say that to me, brother? Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
See that, bro? Flow off his tongue, you know. You see that?
Right.
All praise to the Most High. But guess what? It's not over now, you know. Now you found out that guess what? You're Israelite, right? So we're gonna get into some commandments. But before we get into the commandments, if we went through the same thing the Israelites went through, and the Lord never called us black, he called us Israelites, and we can match the prophecies that they went through, who would we be according to the scriptures, according to the prophecies?
Israelites.
The who?
Israelites.
I can't hear you, brother.
Israelites.
The Israelites. Right? To the Most High. That's right. Right. So guess what? In anything in life, right? You want to strive for the mastery, for reward, right? For crown, for gold. You got to work hard for it, no? Right? So guess what? There's commandments to keep, brother. Do you know any commandments?
No. Yeah. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
The 10. Okay, cool. I'm here to show you the 613 commandments, right? And those 10 are in that, right? And they're not hard. Let me get some commandments, basic commandments for him, right? Brother, you can kind of get one of your own, man. Right, kind of get in there.
Would you want me to grab up?
Grab a commandment for him, man. Any commandment, man. You know the commandments, brother. Acting like we don't stay on the streets for hours, man, breaking down the words.
Come on. Let me see which one. I was gonna go 15. Cool. Ooh.
You got it? Or you want to pull one?
And it shall be on King King's issue. You know what? Let me not go there still. That's a sticky one. I was gonna go with the issue of like
running. The brother. Stop playing about with the brother, you know, man.
Cool. Let's just get the 11 in it.
Leviticus is Israelite, and you want to get something hard.
Let's get the basic Leviticus 11. Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine. Don't eat the hoof and the swine.
So, brother, do you know what the swine is?
Pig.
The pig. Pig. You put bacon.
I used to when I was growing up.
Okay, used to. Guess what? You can't eat it no more. Thus saith the Lord. Read on, King.
Right, that's right. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
So the pig's got all the attributes of a clean animal, but it don't properly digest his food. When it said, yet it cheweth not the cud. Come on.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
But my pastor said I can eat pork.
He is unclean to you.
What about the Colgate toothpaste?
He is unclean to you.
Wait, you mean the Haribo sweet?
He is unclean
so
to
brother,
you.
All these things that are said, they got pork in or some type of gelatin in, which
he is
if you're not sure of, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
The brother's even echoing it, boy. The brother's, hey, listen, it's unclean unto you, yeah? So you can't eat, brother, you understanding this? You can't eat no more pig again, yeah? No more Colgate toothpaste, no more sweets with gelatin, nothing that's got gelatin in. Ain't no chewing gum's got gelatin in. You got to check the back of everything, right? They've even got wash-up liquids that got animal fat in, right? That's what some brothers use liquid now. You know them little jelly ones, the little squidgy one that you put in the washing machine, at the back of the washing machine. Hey, some of that's got animal fat in the herd. So you got to be careful, brother. So you willing to put away the pork for the Most High God, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, all praises to the Most High.
All
Come
praise
on,
to the Most
Allah,
High.
man. Give the brother a round of applause, man.
Khan.
Give the Most High a round of applause. Furthermore, putting the spirit on the brother to understand, man. Right? Because the Lord said, many are called, but few are chosen, man. Right? So that's verse 9. Because
Verse 9,
it's not
and it
ended
reads,
yet. Right? You got to deal with the waters and the seas and the rivers. Right? Bring that on.
right. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers,
Now,
them shall
brother,
ye eat.
hold on. Brother, what has things and scales in the waters and the rivers? You know,
Fish.
fish. You eat fish.
Yeah.
What type of fish
Sometimes.
you eat, brother? What type of fish? You said sometimes. What type of fish you eat? It ain't no catfish, is it?
No.
Just regular fish, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it's got to have fins and scales, brother. So if it hasn't got fins and scales, you can't yam it. You understand that?
Yeah.
You guess what? Can you be abomination? We don't eat that. We make sure our fish has got fins and scales. Right? You got yellowtail, you got snapper, right? You got kipper, right? You got a basic fish, right? You got sea bass. But come on, King, read on.
Khan. And it reads, verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Come on.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
They shall be what?
An abomination unto you.
So if it hasn't got fins and scales, the Lord said it's going to be abomination unto us. Right? So you got to make sure it's got fins and scales when you're eating things that pertain in the water, that swims in the water, sea creatures. Right? Make sure your sea creature, or hey, make sure your fish has got fins and scales. Don't even eat no sea creatures. Don't even eat no crustaceans. I don't want to trip the brother up by saying that. Don't eat nothing that's got fins if it ain't got fins and scales in the seas and the rivers and the waters. Right? So it's like an easy one for you to keep, brother. That's not too hard, is it?
No.
See, and that's not in the 10. That's not in the 10 commandments. Right? This is the thing we're trying to show you. Even Leviticus 3:19 with the blood, that's not in the 10, but that's a commandment, brother. Right? So you might think, hold on, what these brothers wear in their garments? What's these funny things they got in their garments? These twisty things. Right? I'm going to show you that's in the 630 commandments as well. And that's one of the commandments to keep. Right? Daily. Right? Every time you come out your house, right? You're going outside, you put on your fringes. And it's not hard to do. Right? It's not a fashion trend. Let me get numbers 15 and 37.
Can't. Numbers 15. Numbers 15, verse 37. And it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of what?
Of blue.
So this is what we got to wear, the ribbon of blue and fringes. Right? The basic. Right, come on.
And it shall be unto you. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go whoring, that ye remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Be your God.
Come on. The Lord said he brought us out of the land of Egypt, so we got to wear the fringes. You understand that, brother?
Yeah.
So who are we again, brother? Who are we again?
Hebrew Israelites.
We the what?
Hebrew Israelites.
Who are you, brother? Who are you, though? Who are you?
Israelite.
An Israelite. From what tribe? From what tribe?
Tribe of Benjamin.
The tribe. Right, we got a fly for you, brother. We're not going to hold you too long. We've been at it for a minute. Right? God knows what you got to do, but just remember, there's commandments to keep. Check out the flyer. There's more commandments as well. Right? You've got the Sabbath day. You've got a lot more, but you should give you the basics, yeah? No pork, no crab, no shrimp, no lobster. Right? Wear your fringes. Right? Don't eat nothing with blood in it. The basics. Check out the channel. You'll understand them and get built up bit by bit. We don't want to force it down your throat and make you vomit it up, as it says in the book of Isaiah chapter 28, man. Right? We need to just give you the basics, the milk. right?
Mm.
So we'll let you go on your way, brother, yeah? We'll say shalom, that means peace be upon you, shalom, king.
Mm.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessing. Give him a fly, king. Don't let him go away, king. Give him a fly,
Yeah.
king. What's up with
Here. Hold that.
you?
Where can Fringes from now?
Rashtrala. Come on, Rashtrala. So that you're gonna close up, man. Shalom. He's ready to get in there next, man. And that's basically that's just basically me just trying it for the first time, innit? Basically. The first time I tried it. So all praise to the Most High, man.
Go on.
Nice. Brother played the role well, you know. Brother Nathan played the role well. Brother Keem was kind of in there. Hey, so if brothers want to kind of switch around, hey, Keem, what you say you want to get in there? You saying Peter, you want to get in there?
Yeah, I'll play
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Go on. Okay.
Yeah, I'll play Scott. I played this game before still.
Oh, you played it already. Nathan, you want to switch or you're
Nah, I'll probably step aside, let someone else take over.
But yeah, I just wanted to do that to
First
get
time doing it, man.
yeah, just get brothers' irons. They're so sharpened, man. So it's like I'm trying to do so many things at once, man. Chicken.
One time, I was in a prospect program, and I think now come down, he played like a scoffer for a bit, innit? I thought he was bugging out, innit? He basically, like he said, is basically testing everyone's spirit, innit? To see what everyone was saying, innit? Yeah.
You say they're gonna jump in there.
Yeah, well, let me know when you're ready.
Hey, let me say Nathan should jump in there, innit? Hey, Nathan, jump in there, man. Be the teacher, man. You can't just let it be this one round. Brothers might even want to hear more. How the brothers are feeling? What's the other two brothers' names again?
Ayuda.
Ayuda.
And Darren.
Darren, yeah, Darren. I know Darren.
Before
How the brothers find that, man? How the brothers Ayuda and Darren find that, man? You want to jump in there as well?
Peace, brothers.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I like the delivery, man. I like it.
All praises, man.
All praise.
Good, man. Very good. Yeah, man. Very informative. Yeah, man. Very informative. I think when you do a role play like that, it enables us to see things from an abstract view rather than just one lane. You get what I'm saying? Like, so from the 3 points of view, and obviously, I think it's getting down to the basics as well, and just straight to the nitty gritty, basically letting you know who the Israelites are, the journey of where they've come from. And you know what? I just realized something as well, because I've read that Deuteronomy verse before, but I feel like I just got some clearance because I had to go back to Google, and I think it's when you said where I didn't put 2 and 2 together when it said Egypt again with by ships. I didn't really think of the Moses story like that, the way you broke it down. So it was an eye opener for me, and it was good, man. It was a blessing.
Nice, man. Low key edified my mum as well when I was downstairs and that still. She was picking you up as well still. But
hey, the brother keeps recording in it, so anyway,
Can't.
He's saying, Aduya, you wanna be a bystander?
Ayuda,
you wanna be
Sorry, I thought you were talking to Darren. Yeah, man. Let's
Darren,
go,
you
man.
wanna be a bystander?
Let's rock and roll, man. Let's rock and roll.
One more, at least one more in it, car. One round, one and up, man.
Let's rock and roll, man.
You know what, brother? Alright, cool. So I'll be Akeem, what you say? You wanna be a reader?
I don't mind still.
Alright, cool. Nathan, be the teacher in it, car. I just wanna smash out this chicken quickly before the sun goes down, you know. Alright,
Can't.
Let's smash it out quickly. Go on, then, brothers walking down the street.
Ready, yeah?
Can't. Ready.
Can't. Yeah, so brother, I see walking down the road and that. So I want to ask you, brother, do you know about the Hebrew Israelites and that?
I know a little bit, but I've heard a couple things.
Can't. So did you buy any food, or did you go to like the supermarkets today to buy any shopping, only food or drinks and that?
Yeah. When I passed by Asda.
Oh, so you bought something today, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, let me get obviously the most I wink at ignorance, because obviously you didn't know today is a Sabbath day, so like maybe I can show you some scriptures that basically like tell you who you're in the Bible, innit? So brother, let me get Acts 17 verse 30.
Acts 17, verse 30, and it reads, "And the times of this ignorance God winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent." Salakia. Because
Right,
he
right. Can't. I said can't. So obviously brother need to be slacking on. The Most High basically wink at your ignorance, innit? Obviously you didn't know today was a Sabbath day, so the Most High have mercy upon you, innit? Because even me once in a time, innit, before I came to the truth, innit, I was breaking the Sabbath day every Saturday, and I was working on Saturday, and I didn't know Saturday was the Sabbath day, innit? So obviously the Most High wink at ignorance, innit? So Lord willing, in due time, brother, you can basically start not shopping in the Sabbath day, innit? Because obviously the Most High said, actually, let me get Exodus 31 verse 15. I'll show you like basically the Sabbath days, basically it's on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Basically, you've got 6 days to basically do what we're doing, but on the 7th day to put everything to the rest. You can't cook on the Sabbath day, you can't clean on that, can't lay down on a wife on the Sabbath day. You have to be keeping laws, statutes, and commandments, innit? So my brother's gonna show you.
Exodus 31, verse 15. 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy to Yahweh. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
So surely what?
Surely be put to death.
Right. So obviously, that's basically telling you what the Sabbath day is. Obviously, actually, wait, there's say 6 days and that. Do you 6 days already?
Can't.
Oh,
Do you want to give you
can't.
16 as well?
No, can't. Right. So I just want to know if you said it already. So basically, brother, said 6 days, innit? So like in 6 days, basically, like if you work at the plantation or basically like work at the construction sites, innit? Just work Monday to Friday, innit? But on Friday sundown, it goes down to Friday sundown. It's basically the Sabbath day kicks in, innit? So like the Sabbath day starts and basically Friday sundown, and basically it ends on Saturday sundown, innit? So basically like that's when the Sabbath day starts and ends, and that. So, brother, you got any questions you want to ask me?
Yes, brother, I have. So to be put to death, you seem to be put to death for this charge, yeah. So this is a very serious thing. Then obviously, it's a very serious thing. Why is it? I understand that, and this is a I wouldn't say issue, but this was another thing within my time in Islam, that was questioned, whereby God was refreshed. And I think last week we spoke about attributes of the Most High, and for God to be refreshed, for me, is taking away kind of like a little bit from his attributes, the fact that he was refreshed, because that means he got tired. To be refreshed would be the fact that he got tired. So for the Most High to be majestic and powerful, for me, can you explain for me a bit the reason why he rested on that day and why we must rest?
What, on a Sabbath day?
Yeah. Like the Most High being refreshed. Can you tell me why the Most High needed to rest?
One sec, bear me, brother. Let me get
somewhere in Genesis 1.
But more so, also, sorry. Part 2 is the fact of why is it such a serious crime to break the Sabbath to the point of being put to death? Why is it so bad?
So let me get Genesis. I'm gonna show you, brother. Let me get Genesis 2 verse 2. Because the Sabbath day is basically a very serious day, and even so-called Jesus Christ, he basically even command basically everyone to basically rest on the Sabbath day. And shouldn't be bad or selling, but let me show you anyway in Genesis 2 verse 2.
Genesis 2 verse 2. On the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made, Salakia, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the 7th day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which Yahweh created and made.
Yeah, so brother, basically the Most High basically Slacking no. Jeez. No,
Yeah,
read it again.
Can't. Genesis 2, verse 2. And on the seventh day, God ended his work. God ended his work, which he made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he made.
Yeah, so basically, and in Genesis, basically showing us that basically that the Most High basically ended his work which he had made in it, and he basically rested the seventh day in it. So basically, that basically tells us that basically can't buy or sell in it, because the Most High made it a very serious day for the Israelites to do in it, not to be buying, selling, or basically doing it on pleasures, or basically working on that, or basically cooking and cleaning it. Got to be keeping on the Sabbath day holy in it. Then we get Exodus 20 verse 11. What, any questions or not, brother?
It's like a precept about beholding his work and that, so it was good. Genesis 1 verse 31.
Just lucky. Let me get Exodus 20 verse 11.
Exodus 20 verse 11. Exodus 20 verse 11. In the sixth Salakia, for in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Yeah, so that basically that precept basically links up of Genesis 2 verse 2, and it's basically going into for in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and basically like I said, he rested the seventh day, and so basically the seventh day is basically Saturday, and basically Saturday start from Friday sundown and it ends on Saturday sundown. That's when the Sabbath day starts and ends, in it. So does it get fruit that does it get your point across, brother?
Yeah.
Praises to Most High.
All praises.
So do you know about the Israelites and that, brother?
As I got a few friends that have tried to get me, into it before, but when I've got time, I think I'll give it. I'll learn a bit more.
Can't. No, no, brother, you can't Tyree to basically turn to the law, brother, because obviously like right now, a lot's going on right now, and that we're living in basically in War 3 right now, and it can see what Russia and Ukraine are going at, in it, China and Taiwan, and basically like Israel and Gaza is also in it. So like can't basically Tyree to basically turn to the Most High, brother. Got to make haste to basically turn to the Lord, innit?
I got a question for you, brother.
Go on, brother.
How do we know that we're the Israelites then?
What country from?
My father's from Jamaica.
Jamaica. So let me get Romans 11 verse 1.
Where is it? There we go. Oh, Salakia. Romans 11 verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. So in Romans 11 verse 1 says that, I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid, innit? So the Most High hasn't cast away his people, innit? Even though right now in today's society in Babylon right now, obviously might look like the Most High cast away people, but he hasn't, innit? Because obviously the Most High still has mercy upon us, innit? Because like right now we might own a little barber shop, a little the so-called black one might own a little hairdressers and that, but obviously like we're still God's chosen people, innit? Just because we're not, looks like we don't own nothing. These other nations, these Indian people, these Arabs, these Chinese people, innit? Right now they're living up. Right now they've got all these big shops, innit? They're making big money off the so-called black people, innit? But obviously the Most High hasn't cast away his people, innit? Because it says like you're Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, innit? And you're from the seed of Abraham. So like that'll make you a Israelite, brother.
Man. What I meant is, brother, how do we know that the reference to Israel is us?
Oh, so let me tell you, do you know about slavery and that?
Yeah.
Slavery is in the Bible. I can show you through the in Deuteronomy, basically like we're the only people who went through slavery and slave ships, isn't it?
Right.
So I'll show you, brother. And let me get Deuteronomy 28 verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28 verse, hold on, bear with me out. Verse 68, and it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slack here. So do you know what Egypt means, brother?
Egypt's something to do with Moses, isn't it?
Right, correct. So would you know what Egypt represents? You know what it
What it
means?
stands for?
Yeah.
I guess it's something to do with slavery.
Right, you're correct, brother. That's you hit the nail on the head. That's basically Egypt. This means slavery, innit? And this means we was in captivity in Egypt, innit? Because have you seen that film called Prince of Egypt? It's like a cartoon movie.
No, I've heard of it though.
It's basically talking about Moses, innit? Basically, like he's basically telling Pharaoh to basically let his people go, and it's basically like a it's a bad movie, innit? He basically tells Moses, not like he tells Pharaoh to basically let his people go, innit? Yeah. So I say again, so do you believe you're Israelite, brother?
According to what it says, it looks as though that's the case.
Praises, man.
How do we get out of that slavery?
So I'm gonna show you. I give obviously the most like we've got commandments we've got to keep in it. So that you know when you're Israelite, that's not it. And you've got commandments you've got to keep, brother. So like, you know those 613 commandments in it. It wasn't just 10 commandments. It was 613. So you've got to keep the commandments to the best of our ability in it. Yeah.
Right.
So let me get you might be wondering what these blue things are in it, or these little tassels in it. So I'm gonna show you in Numbers 15 verse 37.
Numbers 15, verse 37, and it reads, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue."
Right. So basically these basically the border blue, bro, it represents basically like say if you were to go and smoke some cigarettes in it, or go do some folly in it, or basically go to the nightclub on a Sabbath day, it's basically for you to basically look down on the fringes in it, the border blue in it, that basically tells you not to do any folly, not to smoke any weed or no cigarettes in it. That's basically like a sign in it to basically not let you do any wickedness in it. So that's basically a reminder basically in it to make you not smoke no weed, cigarettes, or no stupidness in it, and not to have more hatred against your brother also in it. So what do you think about these fringes, brother? Would you mind wearing these fringes, or are you still thinking about it?
To be honest, I think you could, I think it's a good thing for me to wear. So if you could advise me, give me some connections, then I could get a few done, and we could. I like the style anyway. So yeah, if we're Israelites, I think we should wear them if we're Israelites.
That's right.
That's what the Most High commanded. Then yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good look.
Praise, because obviously my brother right here right now, he makes fringes himself in it. So like maybe you could take his number after I finish talking to you, so he could basically make some fringes in it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's right.
For real.
So give a couple more commands after I let you go, brother. Let me get actually before I get it, let me ask you actually, do you eat pork, brother?
No, brother, no.
Praise the Most High, I don't eat no pork, so let me get bear me one sec. Let me get Leviticus one sec.
You want to close it up?
Let me get I'm gonna get the title one. It's in Leviticus 19 verse 28.
Leviticus 19, verse 28, and it reads, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord."
So, brother, have you got any like tattoos or anything?
Yeah, I got tattoos from before.
See that? So, obviously, maybe you didn't know that you wasn't meant to get tattoos in it. Obviously, you only now find that you're a Hebrew Israelite. So, obviously, that right now from today, brother, you can't get any more tattoos in it, because the Master says in Leviticus 19 verse 28 says you can't basically cut into your flesh, innit? You can't be marking up your skin, innit? Even if you was to basically put a Bible verse on your hand, innit? Basically, you can't do that, innit? You can't cut your flesh, innit? Can't put any marks up on your skin, innit? So that are you willing to basically not get any tattoos, brother, or are you still hesitating about doing more tattoos?
I'm just interested in what the Lord says. If the Lord says don't do it, don't do it.
All praise the Most High. So gave you the fringes and that, gave you the Sabbath day. Said you don't eat no pork, so I don't have to get that one. So I'll say again. Oh yeah, you asked me basically like you want to get any hookups in it, so obviously that give the website as well. Also, even though my brother can make fringes, but obviously there's websites when you can buy off the website. So there's a website where you can purchase fringes in it, but you can't buy it right now because right now it's the Sabbath day today. You can't buy anything on the Sabbath day. So like I can give you the website. It's called So Real. There's another one called Epsy.com as well. You could basically buy fringes on that website as well. Also, so like that's it, brother. So got any more questions you want to ask, brother?
No, that kind of clears it, you know, my brother.
Praise the Most High, man. So like, my brother's give you a flyer right now, man, and basically like, when you can click and subscribe to my YouTube channel and basically get edified in it. So like, brothers give you a flyer right now, man. When you can like stop working on a Sabbath day and stop basically like doing your own pleasures as well. So also Lord willing.
I got a question about the Sabbath day quickly, brother.
Can't.
So let's say like training, like say if a man training like working out or martial arts, is that permissible?
Yeah, you can't do no work at all in it, can't. Because me as a gym man, I went to the gym today and basically I can't go to the gym on Saturdays, isn't it? So you can't do no working out.
Oh, that's class as work as well.
Basically working it, yeah.
Okay.
Even laying down your wife as well, you can't do that on a Saturday also because basically that's basically cancel work as well, innit?
Okay.
So yeah, got any more questions to ask?
No, that's clear, brother. That's clear.
That's it. All praise the Most High. So like, before I let you go, man, do you really believe you're a Hebrew Israelite, or are you just saying that for you to like basically put me in a good mood?
Nah, brother. All the evidence points that way, and when we add up everything together, it's clear cut. It's clear cut. So I definitely know. I don't even believe. I know.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So like, my brother's to give you a flyer and that. Obviously, Lord, when you can when you go home, basically tap on YouTube innit, tap on Wake Up Israel innit, and basically get edified innit, and basically like, Lord, when you can show like your mum and dad or your cousin and that more people in the family, so they can wake up as well, and they can wake up the family also as well. And so that my brother's give you a flyer right now. Have a blessful day, brother, man. Peace and blessing, man.
Real, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.
Wake Up Israel. Wake Up Israel. Type it on YouTube. Subscribe, like, subscribe.
Shalom.
That was good, man. That was good, man.
Wow,
Darren, you there?
Praise to the Most High. Permission. Mighty.
Yeah, sure, Allah.
That was good, man. Nathan, that was good. You broke it down.
Right.
You broke it down. Well. And he's quite smooth with the presets as well. You went to different places. You interacted. That was good, man. That was good. Are you there? You played the role quite well. Still, you was quite quite cooperative. He was quite cooperative still.
Praise, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was good, man. That was good. You know, sometimes, right? People have played that role before, and like they would be like a proper scuffer. Yeah, I've had people play the game on me before. It's good to sharpen
borderline.
It's good.
You was borderline still.
Yeah.
He was borderline trying to give out a difficult time, fam.
had to reel it in a bit.
Yeah, he's trying to sauce it up a little.
Yeah, but once you get used to the game, yeah, so I've had people be proper scoffers on me, like turn into a full Christian. Turn telling me, yo, I'll see you at I'll see you at church on Sunday.
That's different.
My Christian brother.
Mm-mm.
So he was quite cooperative still. He was quite cooperative, man. That was good. That was good, man. That was good, man. Sorry.
No, it's cool. No problem, brother.
Yeah, man. That was good, man. As I said, man, enjoyed it. Devar, what are you thinking?
Yo. You hear me?
Gone.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up, boy. It's a little bit light, and I said, hey, listen, let me not push it. Let me turn off all the switches now, man. I finished already, though, bro.
So who was the brother that was leading that talk?
That was Nathan.
Brother Nathan. Yes, brother Nathan. Give thanks, brother Nathan. All praises.
Praises for Allah, King.
Yeah, man. Akeem, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, Matty as usual, man. Matty as usual still. Hands down, man. The brother, man.
It's a good exercise still. Devar was a good idea. It's a good exercise.
All praise to the Most High has nothing to do with me, you know. Just come to my thought. Like when I was on the bus that time and that man started shouting out, order, you need order. And he said, you're not worshiping the creature more than the creator. Sometimes the Lord can speak to you through anyone, you know, or put something in your mind. It's up to you what you do with it, you know. A madman walking down the street saying, I keep hearing about the Sabbath. And you just come into the truth, but you don't know if you should keep the Sabbath or not. The Lord will put certain things in your pathway, and it's up to you to pick up or not. And some brothers can say, is it free will, is it not? The Lord knew that man was going to do that because he put in his mind to do that, to put in front of you to keep the Sabbath day. But yeah. All praise to the Most High, man. And yeah, hey, what you saying, Peter, next week you got a lesson, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I can. What?
Or Akeem, Slacky, Akeem. You ain't done a lesson yet, you know.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, hey, Nathan done a lesson, I done a lesson, Peter done a lesson. Hey.
Alright,
or
cool.
hey, or even the other brothers. If you want to do a lesson as well.
Akeem, have you got a subject in mind?
Like, I'll probably think of one during the week, innit?
Yeah, think of one still. Be good. It'll be good, man. Deliver a class.
Good, man.
Be good to mix it around, you get me?
What are you saying? What are you saying? It's the second segment of the lesson or not? Or the second segment of the night? The questions now. The question time now, yeah. This is Peter's specialty. You know? No, obviously it's only right, innit? We do both parts, innit? The same way if you're doing it by yourself, it'll be whatnot, and yeah.
You see the questions. These questions are spontaneous, you know. Like if people got questions, if they haven't, we'll just close it down. If they've got questions, just run with it. It's nothing set in stone. It's just to help the people because we'll have sometimes we'll have randoms on the end. That's what I'm saying. Anyone got any questions?
Yeah, can't. I got a question on that. Basically, I was reading bear me one sec. Trying to find the precept. Can't. Here it is. Yeah, basically got basically the verse of the day. I think it was yesterday, isn't it? Basically, it's basically Matthew 28 verse 19. I just want to get a breakdown on that. Basically, man, says that go ye therefore and teach all nations, isn't it?
Okay. All right, then. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, yeah.
Can't.
Well, let's get that. Let's get it then. Hold up. Let's get it. So we've got Matthew 28 and 19, right?
Can't.
Matthew 28 and 19. Anyone's got any precepts as far away? So what's the first one? Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Yeah?
Can't.
Okay. All right then. So the first precept I'll go to, have I got a reader?
Phones on 10%. Yeah.
Yeah?
Where is it? Yeah. Can't.
Okay, so that's the precept we're going to. Someone could look at it and go, see, all nations are allowed in. Now, the first thing I would look at that, right, and go, well, it says to teach all nations. baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So it says, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I've committed you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. So first thing we go to is Deuteronomy 28 and 25. Right? Deuteronomy 28 and 25. And remember, right, we're not against teaching other nations. They come and ask a question, read them their rights. Like, they want to hear they want to go into slavery, then why? You get me? I'll teach them that. But I'll teach, and the nations want to know if we've got time, and we might give them a little nugget. No, I'm not adversely against that, but this is what this breakdown means. All right, so let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 25. Read.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee, Salakia, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
So we're going to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. That's why it's saying teach all nations, because we've got to go into all nations and teach and find who. What did Christ tell us to do? Go where? Go not to the way of the Gentiles, but go into the lost sheep, not true?
Yeah, Matthew 10, 5, 6.
Right, so let's get that then. Because we can't have a contradiction here. It's not a contradiction, in it. Right, so what do you say? Matthew, did you say
10.
Matthew what?
Yeah, Matthew 10 and 5 to 6.
Right. So look, we're following the Christ, right? Read that for me, please.
Matthew. Oh, wait, I can read it on the screen. Matthew 10 and 5, and it reads, These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Okay, so he says, go not into the way of the Gentiles. What it's basically saying is the Gentiles are not our target. The target is the house of Israel. That's the target audience. That's who we're fishing for. It's Israelites.
Right.
So when he's saying go and teach all nations, yes, we do technically have to go out there and all nations have to hear the word. They're going to hear it. But the target audience is who? Is Israel. But we're going to have to go to Spain. We're going to have to go to Brazil. We're going to have to go to Portugal. This truth's going to have to go everywhere throughout the 4 corners of the earth. It's going to have to go China. But when it goes to these places, who we're looking for? You know what I'm saying? We're looking for the Israelites in these areas. That's who we're looking for. All right? Go on.
What about the baptizing bit though? Baptizing them nations at the teaching, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son.
Now it is a point. Let's have a look at that. Now here's the point. I'm not saying that scripture is necessarily saying that we're to go to other nations, but the teaching element we're more than happy to. And when it says baptize, it doesn't necessarily mean baptizing them in water.
Right.
It means with the word.
Right.
So we can still interact with other nations and they are going to hear the word. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is not talking about water baptism. This is talking about the word. That's how you wash someone's mind, is with the word.
Right.
But we know, what does it say? My sheep hear my what?
Voice.
My sheep hear my voice. So we know whoever the most High sheep are, they're going to hear the voice. These other nations that ain't of the elect or ain't of the flock, they're going to hear it anyway. And that's you guys who've been out there, you can see, no matter how much you tell them, they ain't hearing it. They ain't hearing it.
True.
But the ones who are, they will bow to it. Okay, so yeah, as I said, if you want to interact with other nations and teach them this word, Knock yourself out.
So knock yourself out.
Knock yourself out, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ain't there? As it said, vessels for righteousness and vessels for unrighteousness, vessels for honor and vessels for dishonor.
Madness.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, they're gonna do it. Was it NPC? It's
That's
gonna do
right.
an NPC and go right back to the original role, no matter what you do with them. Yeah? So give me Acts 11 and 19. So we know that Christ has told us to only go to the Israelites. Here he's told us to teach all nations. That's Israelites scattered throughout the other kingdoms in Deuteronomy 28 and 25. Now let's go to Acts 11 and 19.
Acts 11 verse 19. Now they which were scattered abroad. You want this one up?
Yeah.
Acts 11 verse 19, and it reads,
it's
now.
right one, isn't it? Sure it is. Hold up. Acts 11 verse 19.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me get
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Can't, so lucky. Acts 11 verse 19. Now they which were scattered abroad upon the persecution that arose about Stephen traveled as far as Phoenice, and Cyprus and Antioch, preaching the word to none but unto the Jews only.
All right, and so we're looking at a scripture here now. Before we go here, would ask someone and go, the disciples learned from Christ directly. Acts is after Christ died. They learned from him directly. He taught them face to face, and after he died, they're still teaching who? The Jews only. That shows you that that's what they're listening to Christ's words. That was Christ's instructions, to only go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And we all know about the other nations and the crumb. They accept the crumb, then they might can catch a blessing. But will a lot of them bow? No. So that's that. All right. So Acts 11 and 19, they're still only choosing the Jews only. Now read verse 20, please.
Verse 20, and it reads, and some of them were men of Cyprus and Cyrene, which when they were come to Antioch, came and spake unto the Grecians, preaching the Lord Yahushua.
Okay, now stop there. This word here that we highlight, we can all see that, Grecian. A Grecian is a Hellenistic Jew. Basically, it's a Greek-speaking Jew. That's what a Grecian is. Someone who's been Hellenized. Does anyone here know what Hellenization means?
Is it like been whitewashed, isn't it, from their heritage?
Yes, basically someone who's been converted into being a Greek. That's what Hellenization is. You've been Greek because you've been forced on you, or you've just been removed into Greek. So when it says a Grecian, that's a Hellenized Jew. That's not a Gentile. Okay, that's what Grecian means. That's the meaning of the word. All right, now get me James 1 and 1. Now, for anyone who knows, who is James?
Christ, brother.
Christ, his brother Khan. And what? Anyone know his role or his title?
Sorry, when you say brother, you mean literally?
Literally, blood brother.
So for real?
Yes.
I never knew all these years, you know.
It's his blood brother, James, and James is one of the elders of the church.
No way.
He's not the head, the rock. Who's the head of the church? Anyone know?
Peter.
Peter. And then one of the elders, one of them was James.
Yeah, man.
Okay. If you can read that for me, please.
So lucky, I need to do something quick.
Oh, do you? Are you there? Could you read that for me, please?
Go on. Which verse, brother?
James 1 verse 1. It's on the screen.
James 1 verse 1, yeah?
Yep. Please.
Okay, James 1 verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord. What? What word are we using, brother?
You just read it as it's written. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Read it as it's written.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
Just stop there. Stop there. So it's saying there, this is a letter from James, a servant of God, to Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. So that shows you that the 12 tribes of Israel are scattered everywhere. So when Christ is telling us, go to all nations, because he knows no matter where you go, you're going to find an Israelite. No matter where you go. We're everywhere. Okay, we are everywhere. When I mean everywhere, we're everywhere. Okay. Could someone get Peter 1 verse 1? Nathan, could you read this, please?
Okay, Peter, it's okay. First Peter, say 1 verse 1. First Peter, chapter 1 verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia.
Yeah, so hard names, trust me, hard names there. Right, so basically, that area's all over. That's not one spot. The strangers, these strangers are Israelite strangers. Okay, these are Israelite strangers. That's who he's referring to here. These are the Israelite foreigners that are scattered throughout all the four corners of the earth. That's why when Christ gave us what you'd call the Great Commission, he had to task go to other nations, because now we've heard the truth that was in Israel. He now got to go to the brothers and sisters that are all over the place. Okay. Now get me Joel 3 verse 2. Try and get it on the screen.
Oh, brother, it's like just a little, just a slight interjection. You know with the Sabbath and cooking, yeah.
Yeah.
Might sound stupid, you know. Can you do toast?
No.
You know, toaster?
No.
No. Okay.
No. You're changing the molecular. What was it called? Molecular structure. What's it called? You're changing the molecular structure.
Yeah, molecular.
Yeah, molecular structure. Yeah, of the toast.
Causing it to cook, basically.
Yeah. You might have learned that in science still.
I just looked at my toaster in it, and I just come to my mind. But all right, then give thanks, always.
Yeah, can't toast. All right, Nathan, if you could read that, please. Actually,
I'm back as well if you need it.
You back now, Kim. All right, can you read that then? Nathan, are you following it so far? Yeah.
Can't. I was trying to basically remind the fresher in it. Obviously, that's the first time seeing that precept in it.
Yeah, calm. All right, and if you could read that, please, Akeem.
You want Joel 3 verse 2? Joel 3 verse 2, and it reads, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and plead with them there for my people, for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and have parted my land.
So here, look, this is future prophecy that he's gonna obviously, you actually see this scene in Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes, the one just before the new one. Yeah. It says here, I'm going to gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat means decision. Valley of decision. Okay, and he says, and I will plead them there for my people. Pleading, do we know what the pleading is? Anybody know?
Pleading?
What's pleading? Anyone know?
I don't want to say it and be wrong, still. I'll rather just Google the word. Shall I just Google the word?
Right. Pleading is killing. He's going to be destroying. He's going to be hurting. That's when he says pleading. Okay. So they're going to plead for them, for my people, which is us, Israel, and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. So we've been scattered among they have had a hand in scattering us. For example, the sub-Saharan slave trade.
As Psalms 83 or something.
You got that?
Is it Psalms 83?
That's the enemies.
Can't.
That's the enemies. That's the enemies. We can get that. Psalms 83. So that's basically the breakdown, yeah?
Can't.
I'm just gonna get the enemies now. Or if you can read that for me, please. For the second verse.
Psalms 83. And it reads, so where shall I start from?
Start verse 1.
Verse 1. And it reads, a song of Psalms of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Up there, we are those hidden ones. They're taking crafty counsel. That's why when they have their UN meetings, when they have their NATO meetings, where they're taking crafty counsel against us. Keep going.
And it reads, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
So
that the name of Israel,
cut off from our heritage. Keep going.
That the name of Israel be no more in remembrance.
The name of Israel is not said no more in amongst the population. We were cut off. We're coming back now, but we were cut off. Keep going.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They've got one consent. That's why when we came to England, we weren't given no funding. But when they come to England, they can also open a shop in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, they've got a shop. We come to England, no funding. Understand? We had to work in HP, brown sauce, factory and all sorts, cleaner. That's what we had to do. That's what my granddad had to do when he come here. He didn't get broken off no shop. Other nations, Polish come here within a week, they've got their own social club. They've got their own Polish only social club and Polish only. I see advertisement on the on Indeed for Polish speaking truck driver. I'm thinking Polish speaking truck driver.
Interpreters in that.
Foolishness, but that's because they want it. That's what it says. One consent. Keep going.
And it reads, they are confederate against thee.
Well,
the tabernacles of
stop there. Now he's gonna name the enemies. Who's enemy number one? Read.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Enemy number one, the so-called white man. Enemy number one is the tabernacles of Edom.
Madness.
Right, read. Who's enemy number two?
Oh, and the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, the ones that I'm gonna ban from driving in the kingdom. They're gonna be banned from in the kingdom. They're gonna be banned from driving. I'm putting out a petition.
8 and 24 got that precept loaded for them, fam.
I'm putting out a petition that Ishmael's banned from driving in the kingdom.
See that?
Yeah. So these are the enemies that helped to scatter us from one corner of the earth to the other. Okay, because they're the two that took part in slavery as well. They're
banned from driving, brother.
I'm banning them from driving in the kingdom, fam.
Why from driving?
They're the worst drivers in the world. They're the most ignorant drivers I've ever met in my life.
Madness.
I'm banning that. Yo, when it comes to my quarter, they have to get out and push the car.
What you say? No Nissans then.
No Nissan, done. No Toyotas. No Nissan.
That's their favorite car.
No Hondas. None of that, man. Get out and walk, fam. They have to push me. Go back to the yard. No, it's minute they see me. Get out and start pushing. No driving. Yeah. Keep reading.
Of Moab and the Hagarenes.
Moab. Who's Moab? The Most High's wash pot. Yeah, wash pot. His belly can't run. No matter what he eats, his belly just can't run. What did Shaka used to say? His belly got no bottom. He used to say,
Lord have mercy.
you trust me, them belly got no bottom.
Lord have mercy.
Can't run. You understand? The Hagarines. And keep going.
Gabal, Ammon, and Amalek.
And Amalek, see, that's Edom mentioned twice. That's Amalek is the chief house of Edom. They're the chief house. They're the ones running things behind the scenes. They're the ones that own Disney and own all sorts. Yeah, they're the ones. They're the ones.
Freak show tunnels.
Yeah, they're the ones digging two tunnel.
See that?
Digging two tunnel. You got the next guys. Yeah, who's the next ones?
The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
That's the Hamites. Yeah, the Philistines. That was Goliath. We used to have beef with them from back in the day till Goliath got his head taken off. We got the inhabitants of Tyre. They're the Hamites. Yeah.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Yeah,
they have Hopen, the children of Lot. Selah.
Yeah, so they're basically the enemies. Okay, so they're the people that have helped to scatter us as a people.
Because apparently the Hamites had us in slavery, innit? They captured us first before they sold us to the Edomites and that.
Yeah. All of them had a hand in our destruction. All of them, because the white man he didn't necessarily go into the land of Africa, you know. He didn't necessarily go into there. He had the boats ready with the insurance policies and the chain ready. It was the Hamites and the Arabs that went in there. The white man can't tell a black man from he don't know who's who. He can't go in Africa and get bun up. No sunscreen them time there. No sunscreen. He's getting fried. He can't go. He's crazy. Come out there dead. He come out there dead, man. That land's vast. That land's vast. When they get munched up by anything. So I hope that gives you some understanding anyway on the teaching all nations.
Can't.
Anybody else got any questions?
I was gonna cut out still.
I was slightly gonna jump in there. I said, you know what, Peter got it, man. Peter kind of finished it. He kind of KO'd it already. There's so many precepts that show the nations and Israel's and the nations. We'll be here all day, man.
No, we would.
All day.
We would.
But yeah, all praise to the Most High. So normally what we'll do at the end, the brothers got any final words or anything?
Come, go ahead.
Brothers got any final words? Anything that happened this week? Anything they want to get off the chest? Anyone they saw today? Israelite preferably. Brothers getting in it.
Yeah, beautiful week this week, man. Because I'll say the first thing what happened, man. Obviously, the first thing I think it was is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Actually, no, Thursday actually. Yeah, basically, I was doing a little bit of shopping in that, preparing for the Shabbat in that. And basically, when I was going on and that, normally don't I don't really talk to no one on Peckham in it, because obviously there's a lot of people got serious faces in it. They don't really want to. It's basically a lot of antisocial Jakes and E's in that, so that walking down the road in that, some brothers came up to me and said, so shut around, brother. Yeah, man, kind of caught me off guard. So I was expecting, obviously, right where I live in, it's not can't say there's no Israelites, but obviously I don't really get that. Only that's basically the second time that happened to me, innit? No, that's lucky. No, the third time actually. Obviously, E one time and that she said so yeah, Hebrew Israelite and that. Obviously, like but this time and that, the brothers come up to me and say, Shalom and that. Obviously, he's with his wife as well, and that was basically talking to them about the truth and that, and saying like the rate the brother said he wants to get some fringes and that, so like I forgot to even tell them where to go to get fringes and that. I was just telling them about that, basically like, the laws and stuff like that, and telling them how his wife needs to be wearing the dresses and skirts and that. You can't be wearing jeans and that, and that. But actually she's bucking up, but obviously I say she was basically like wasn't really on doing it, and that says she wears dresses like she does wear dresses before, but today she decided to wear jeans in it. And I bring out 1 Timothy 2:9 in it. It's like she still was it's like a stumbling block in it. She still wasn't like she did when even trying to hear it in it. But obviously all in she put on a dress and a skirt in due time in it and stop. And basically throw away them dresses and slack it, throw away them jeans in it.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the
praise.
brother was tuned in and say you listen to a lot of the UK and that say listen to Van Israel, Rock of Yahshua and all the other camps as well, plus our camp as well. And yeah, so all praise to Most High, man. I gave him my number as well, and said like they let me know when you're gonna come down and that. Yeah, but like his women's wife can't lie, it wasn't obviously a proper argument. Obviously, it's gone obviously back and forth, but obviously like you could tell like they're having not issues, but obviously certain things they don't agree with, innit? Because I was telling basically his wife, and obviously I asked him, could I ask a question, and I asked her basically told that basically sex is marriage, innit? So when you lay down with your husband, and that's basically marriage, innit? So like but Jake laid down with Eve, innit? Basically that means you're married, innit? You don't have to go down on one knee and basically like get married, innit? And she's basically saying that what she say again, said you have to do it. I said no, you don't have to do it. Obviously you can do it if you want to, but it's not in the Bible to basically bow down on one knee or even go to the churches and get married, innit? But you can do it because I've seen Israelite weddings, innit, where they have like a certain venue, innit? But I say it's not don't have to do it if you don't want to, innit? Because sex is basically means you're married already, innit? Yeah. That's about it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, one more thing that happened today, obviously the last thing that happened when I was coming home, but obviously on my road and that, saw some even I come from the gym and that on my road and that. I don't know if you brothers know about this, even it's basically from the BLM movement, innit? Basically an activist, innit? I think she was on Good Morning Britain one time as well. Basically I was telling that basically how she was a Hebrew Israelite, innit?
Salakia, 1 second, King. How did you encounter her? Like, what happened? You walking on the road, what happened?
Yeah, I was saying that to her. Obviously, knowing you come from the gym, like you're knackered, innit? I just want to go home and jump in the shower, and I'm sweating and that as well. Plus, legs are hurting and that. So like, I was basically just gonna walk past her, innit? Walk past her, and she said something, and it said got a nice t-shirt on, and I was basically wearing a Jamaican t-shirt, and the t-shirt was nice, and that from there saying that no for me, it's taking a compliment. Said about the Israelites, innit? So like, asked like so what country from? I can't remember. She said that I was knackered at it today, but she's from Jamaica or somewhere in the Caribbean, I believe. But can't remember what country she said. But I know she's Israelite as well, because I see could tell by the appearance, innit? So she's probably from Nigeria or probably Jamaica, and somewhere around them kind of size, innit? But basically but she obviously it's too late, innit? It's really no, like most of the people are touched already, innit? So I think she put her arm around me, innit? So like kind of didn't know what to do, innit? But obviously like kind of caught me off guard, innit? Yeah, but obviously like when she jumped on it the second time, I had to say I had to go back, innit? Like do the hand sign, innit? So like I'm not allowed to do that, innit? Because like I asked her if you're married, I think she's married as well, innit? So I said we're not really meant to do that, innit? Because like basically like the wife and the husband, innit? It's basically like the husband's wife, innit? And the wife's not meant to be hugging next man, innit? That's meant to be his wife to do, innit? Meant to be for him to do, innit? And that's a spirit as well, because like she ran into another Hebrews, innit? And he said like they're not allowed to do that, innit? It's basically serious about it as well, innit? So they're not allowed to touch next man's woman's wife, innit? Because that's how we move, innit? That's what it is, innit? Because we don't do the touch the next man's wife. That could lead to certain things, innit? Like lustful stuff, innit? Yeah, but
and so like before you finish off, that's what I've noticed in the camp video, innit? When I believe Akeem spotted the girl, but Nathan was like, nah. But obviously in due time, innit? Brother Akeem will pick up on certain things, innit? But yeah, man. Obviously, it is what it is, man. Like, Lord willing, that woman didn't have a husband, but in her ignorance, the Lord will wink at, innit? Because certain man will be like, bro, why are you spotting my woman for? Why you spotting? You understand? Or why you hugging my woman? And certain man will turn into something else when it's not that, and she was okay with it, but each man got to guard their household how they want it to be guarded, innit? XYZ. But go on, King.
I don't know if she's when I said are you married or not, what'd she say again? I'm trying to remember, but I think she said yes, you know.
Okay.
I could be mistaken, innit? But obviously like I couldn't even do nothing anyway, because no, like when someone's like proper close to you, innit? And basically I couldn't even move. Even if I do move, she probably like put her arm around me anyway. Plus I didn't know she was gonna do that anyway. Like that was when I was getting sunset. She went around, put her arm around me. from there, yeah, man. At the base, can't they didn't even push her up. Obviously, like, kind of went back a little bit in it because thought when I proper arms around because I don't know if she's married or not in it. So that
So what happened after that? What happened after that?
So that basically I can't really can't do that because obviously that I don't know if you're married woman's not meant
I'm
to.
saying what happened after that? What happened after that?
Oh, that encounter.
Yeah, after you said all that about married and hugging this and that, what happened? What happened after that? Is that it?
Yeah, it's saying that's true in it because obviously that's told me she went into bumped into another guy and that, and they said the same thing as well. And
Yeah.
after that, trying to remember, man, 'cause that was hours ago, innit? Shit. Oh yeah, they said telling her how she's a Hebrew Israelite, innit? You're not a black woman, you're not a black British, innit? Not black woman, innit? You're a Hebrew Israelite, innit? And basically, like she said, like, no, she kind of tuned on into them stuff as well because I'm seeing in Good Morning Britain going at it with Piers Morgan, innit? So I know like what kind of vibe she's in already. She's into say against that's a mad one, and so Pan African, but I said that not meant to be into all that stuff, and then with the real Jews in that, with the real Hebrews, like that's what I told her. I said the guys in Jerusalem right now that are there right now, I said they're the fake ones, and basically I said what's the so what again? But I told her that means Ashkenazi Jews, innit? So to know what kind of people they are. I said they're the Ashkenazi Jews, innit? They're the fake ones, innit? They're not the real Jews, innit? So we're the real Jews, we're the Hebrew Israelites, innit? That's who we are, innit? And I basically want to give the YouTube channel, but says I showed me on the phone, said the battery's dead in the bus. I told her to tap in Wake Up Israel, innit, man? That's what my YouTube channel, innit? And basically I told her we teach every Saturday, innit? On a Saturday, innit? What else I say after that? After that I said told her I recognize your face as well, innit? I obviously didn't really get into it, but I couldn't remember where she's from. But when I got home, basically like researching it and saw that she basically goes on to them, gets into the encounters, innit? With these heathens, innit? But
I think Keem's getting out of it.
Needs to come to the truth, though, innit?
I think Keem's getting out of it.
He's coming out of it. Oh, can't.
In the chat, he said that. But yeah, so what? That's it, though, yeah? Other than that, that's it?
Yeah, I just gave the word, and yeah, that's it, man.
Okay, we'll praise him.
Beat too much in it because I'm back for the gym and I know you're tired now, so I'll go home, do your set stuff and eat food and basically keep that in it. Yeah, that's it.
We'll praise him also. All right. Everyone finished the last words on that. Lord willing, brothers, have a mighty Shabbat and that. I think that's about it. Akeem kind of got it just now and that. Yeah, man. We got to get up early tomorrow as well.
Come on. You guys have a mighty Shabbat still.
Go on, you too, King. But yeah, I'm going to get out of it as well, man.
You have a good day at camp, all right, brothers?
We'll praise him also, Father King.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Catch you next week, all right? Shalom, brother. You and Nathan, Deval, and Darren.
Peace, my brother.
Shalom, teams.
Yeah, man.
I thought, just Brother Peter.
One.
Where are you tomorrow? Are you in the city centre or are you in Newtown?
No. We're not at camp tomorrow. We've got a mandatory HOI class going on tomorrow, so we've been called in.
Okay.
We've been called into some mandatory class tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so we'll be back. We'll be back on next Shabbat at camp. But we'll see you at home soon.
I'll have to talk to you one away then in a week or something because I got a few things to run through with you.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Remember the things that you asked for as well?
Yes, you been compiling them.
Yeah, they're compiled, man. But they are, you know.
Yeah, compile them, man. Let me ask you a question. Have you got? Oh, let me stop recording this thing.